Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Pipe Report. So, do you remember in 2016 when Obama called Libya a shit show and CNN displayed it on their main screen like for days on end, just always the same headline, Obama calls Libya a shithole, and that's all they did was talk about it, and they denigrated Obama, and they said that, this is wrong, and he's a racist for doing all this stuff and saying all these things. Yeah, me either, because it never happened. But they can do that, and they are doing that with Trump 24/7 now. Don Lemon is freaking out about it. I think he's actually slowly losing his mind. He had Martin Luther King's nephew on the other day, and Martin Luther King's nephew basically debunked Don Lemon's claims that Trump was racist. Trump may have acted or said racist things, but that does not mean he himself is racist. I'm sure we have all acted in a way that what we said or what we did may be construed by some people as racist. Doesn't mean we as a person are racist, but Don Lemon, he could not believe that. He's like, what, are you kidding me? That's what it is. If that's the case, pretty much everyone on CNN is a racist. Pretty much everyone in America is a racist. CNN, especially Don Lemon, it's sad. It's sad how much they had devolved, but anyways, why didn't they report on this when Obama called Libya a shit show? Why didn't CNN report on it 24/7? Well, because they love Obama and they hate Trump. CNN's credibility is being debunked and denounced more and more on every single day. Not just from Trump, but people in general, like Mark Dice. He makes a living on YouTube basically going over CNN's fake news. And they do this time and time again. And here's what's really interesting about it, and here's how you can actually determine CNN's credibility or not. The fake news they have released in the past, they said it was by accident. Okay, well, let me throw it at you this way. Have you noticed that all of the fake stories CNN has portrayed, not just CNN, but MSNBC also, and NBC and ABC, things of that nature, all of the fake stories that they have dispersed have all been anti-Trump? It's not like there's a fake story that comes out that says Trump created 5 million jobs and has an approval rating of 70%, and then they have to retract that. No, it's always anti-Trump material that is being retracted. And after a while, it kind of makes you question, is it actually an accident? Was it a mistake? Or are they intentionally doing this? Are they intentionally putting out fake news to try to discredit and destroy the Trump administration, so much so that they are hoping that the brainwashed people who actually watch them are falling for it, and the other people that don't watch them are not digging into their research enough, or digging into research to actually debunk their claims? Is that what they're hoping? Because it's coming off that way. The truth is that I have never seen a positive Trump fake news story by CNN, ever. It's always negative Trump. So you cannot really say it's an accident when it's only one direction in terms of its partisanship. It's always anti-Trump. If they were truly accidents, if the fake news that they were dispersing was indeed an accident and a mistake, it would be all over the map. It wouldn't just be anti-Trump. It would be pro-Trump and medium Trump and blah blah Trump. But no, it's always anti-Trump. And this signifies, and this really solidifies that CNN, they no longer care about the news. But then again, they never really did. They wanted to destroy Donald Trump as a president. Before I go over the quick article, I just want to give a quick example of this. As this kind of, let's say at your job now, let's say you have a coworker who always leaves things dirtier for you. Like, he always messes up your stuff and nobody else's. Well, then he apologizes, says it was an accident. After a while, you tend to come to the conclusion that if it's really an accident, then why is he or she only messing up my area? Why is he or she only making things messy from my point of view, nobody else? I think you could actually construe that it's deeper than that maybe that person doesn't like you, which is how we should view CNN. Barack Obama criticized Cameron for the UK's role in allowing Libya to become a shit show after the fall of Gaddafi. Obama said following a successful military intervention to aid rebels during the 2011 Arab Spring revolt, Libya was left to spiral out of control, due largely to the inaction of America's European allies. In a candid U.S. magazine interview, Mr. Obama said, "When I go back and ask myself what went wrong, there's room for criticism because I had more faith in the Europeans, giving Libya's proximity, being invested in the follow-up." Singling out the Prime Minister, he suggested that Mr. Cameron had taken his eye off Libya after being distracted by a range of other things. Mr. Cameron and Nicolas Sarkozy, then the French president, pushed hard for the bombing raids on Colonel Gaddafi's forces that led to his fall. But 2011 Libya has sunk further into violence and civil war, and latterly has become a focal point for ISIS in North Africa. Mr. Obama went on, "We actually executed this plan as well as I could have expected. We got a UN mandate, we built a coalition. It cost us $1 billion, which, when it comes to military operations, is very cheap. We averted large-scale civilian casualties. We prevented what almost surely would have been a prolonged and bloody civil conflict, and in spite of that, Libya is a mess." Referring to that mess in private, Mr. Obama reportedly used the more colorful term, shit show. And there we go. That's exactly what's happened with Trump. We don't know if Trump indeed said it or not, but they are assuming he did. Them being people that are reporting on it, they are assuming he did. And to be honest, he probably did. I'm not going to say he didn't. He probably did. But we have the exact same parallel with Obama. What's different here? What's different between Obama and Trump? Why is Trump now considered the worst racist of all time, just a disgusting human being, when Obama does exactly the same thing, yet he is praised by everyone in the corporate media? They love this man. If he could run again for president, I don't know what they would do first. I mean, they'd probably all be breaking down on set, crying, just so happy about it. But, sorry, Obama will never be back. Thank God for that. And hopefully people don't want his wife to become president, because that would be even worse. But the parallel between this story and the Trump story is pretty much 100%. I mean, it's completely accurate with one another. However, only one person here is being called a racist. Only one person is being vehemently attacked every single day because of it. I don't recall Obama at all. I don't call this story at all being reported by CNN every single day, 24/7. I think Fox News probably poured on it a little bit, but the corporate media that lines left, no, we did not see it at all. We did not hear it at all. So it just shows you where their true loyalties lie. And yes, I know most people already know this, that CNN is fake news and they have a political bias that's overwhelming, but it's still always good to go over some of their hypocrisies, because they do have an audience. And if one of those audience members maybe can find a video or find an article that puts doubt in the integrity of CNN, then maybe they might be red-pilled from CNN. Maybe they might wake up to the horrible bias that CNN utilizes on a daily basis. So it is important to keep talking about CNN, even though most people by now know it's fake news. But the people that don't, it's important that they see the light. It's important that they become red-pilled and they come over to the right side. And I'm done.